Hi, good day. Thank you all for attending the alumni homecoming. And it's unfortunate that I am not with you personally. I am right now on the ship. The vessel is presently in the North Sea, and I'm inside my cabin. So I apologize if I've got a very low voice. This is really what you call bedroom voice. And just while we're talking about alumni homecoming, next year the class 2003 will be sponsoring the said event. And if you find anything we can improve on, example for transportations, for the food, for the uniforms, if you have any ideas, if you could kindly submit it to Jeffrey Tigoy Rodriguez. The class 2003 chairman is Dax Chalmer Corpus or Meng, but he is also on board. So Dax Digoy is present, is there with you now, or you could either send it to myself, send an email to me, or of course directly to Meng Corpus in Facebook, so that we could improve or think about the ideas, because this will be the best time for us to adjust for next year's activity. So even though that we all know that it's class 2003 who's going to sponsor it, but it's still a joint effort, or it's still the society's activity. So we should not let someone or leave it to the class 2003 only. We should all work together. Hopefully we'll get your support on that, because with next year's activity, one of the supports that you could give is buying the tickets or for the raffle. So it's one way of sustaining or raising funds for the said activity. So once we have released the tickets, hopefully you will help us to sell the tickets. And of course, by attending, if you happen to be on board, just make sure you pass it on to your other classmates or your other company mates, or send your family or wives to MAP also to attend the event. Another thing that class 2003 will be needing, or we will be needing, the society as well, are each class's class crest. This is for the jackets and for the t-shirts that we're going to release. Okay, so that's for next year's activity. I'll just go directly to the points here written on my notes. Projects, and just so that I could give you an idea of the many things that we could do. We could work on having a vehicle. The society could work on having a vehicle that can be used by the alumni whenever he's coming to or arriving from a vessel or departing for the vessel, and whenever going to Bataan or any society's activity. It's really cold here, I'm shaking. Or we could also have some official souvenirs of the society. Other endeavors we could try is the ferry going from Manila to Bataan. What else? We could either tie up with the Amos Training Center, or have our own MLC school or training ground. We could also work on having a dockyard. Not so much dockyards in the Philippines. Could have it in Manila or Bataan maybe. And by that we could give more work, could provide more work opportunity for our fellow countrymen, and to the members as well. But the question is, how can we do that when every time all of the members are asking what can I get out of it? Diba? Usually, whenever there's a comment on the Facebook, whenever someone is saying something, lagi na lang may kontra. Lagi na lang, hindi yan. Hindi yan. Kaya wala tayong napupuntahan. The most comments, really starting between the junior-senior gap. Once we think, junior ko yan, ako mas matanda yan, I didn't like what she or he said, then anuhan natin. It shouldn't be like that. We are all professionals. Even though, yes, inside MAAP, nauna tayo, we're ahead. But everyone is entitled for her or his opinion, and we should give everyone due respect, regardless of who or what they are, regardless of how lousy or how excellent they are. Diba? One of the problems also is we want to stand out within the society. We are all leaders here. Dapat we should be thinking of having a protege or someone who will follow our footsteps, someone we could guide. Hindi yung we always want ourselves to be on the spotlight. It's okay in our private lives. It is okay in your own career. Pero when it comes to the society, hopefully we learn to humble ourselves. It is MAAP that we are trying to build up here. It is the Filipino seafarers. It is the Philippine maritime industry that we're building up. Yung si Jasmine Labarda, si Nico Tolentino, si Willard Laurena, we're just part lang tayo. The society, we should work on to uplift the society itself. Hindi yung pagalingan tayo ng pagalingan. Tama na yung magpapagaling tayo. Tama na yung nag-excel tayo in our own respective fields or career, knowing that we're doing something for our country, knowing that we are doing something good for MAAP, that it will all reflect on how good MAAP is. We should strive on stepping forward, not just staying still, not just, and worse, not working or living in the past. Let's not do it backwards. As you may all know, ang daming pwede nating gawin. There are many things to do, but we cannot find any workers. We cannot find anyone who's willing to work unconditionally. Yes, we all know we're sailing, but the usual line, pag gusto, maraming paraan, pag ayaw, maraming dahilan. I could give reasons not to give you this video. I could give you reasons. I am at sea. You cannot contact me. And then when I get back home, so where are we now? Diba? There's telephone, there's internet, everything. And we also have, kung aalis tayo or kung aalis tayo, mawawala tayo panandalian, we could pass on to one of our classmates or other deuces, other ducks, okay? Para hindi natitenga tayo. Kasi we are really looking for workers, for active workers, active members. Our mission is to make the society alive, existing. ipakilala natin sa buong Pilipinas, sa maritime industry, and even beyond, even in overseas, that MAAP and the Alumni Society is existing. That Philippines has now produced new breed of marine officers and engineers. We should be the one setting the standards. Hindi yung lagi na lang natin pinapattern sa ganito, sa ganyan. Ganito sila eh. We should aim to be the reference company, the base company, the base organization, the reference society that everyone will look up to. Dapat i-aim natin. Yung ibang tao naman ang magsasabi ng, ganito kasi ginawa sa MAAP ganito kasi ginawa ng mga graduates nila. So maganda naman, gawin natin. Hindi yung tayo na lang lagi susunod. Not every time, and not everything they did or they have done are all correct. So we should learn from them. Kunan lang natin yung mga good points sa kanila and then we improve our system. So going back again, our goal is for the society, for the MAAP graduates to be united and be the best. Be the best outside. Also with your work. But inside the society, walang lugar yung magpagalingan tayo. Hindi, that's not a war zone, that's not an arena. Okay? That's not a jungle for us to show off. We must build an atmosphere that everyone is accepted. A place that we could call it as home. We may not have the same opinion, we may not be the same environment that we have brought up to with, but we should all just be looking to only one goal. Should all be looking at the same direction. Ano ba yung direction na yun? Una, we want to prove na the best ng MAAP graduates sa work nila. Okay? We want to prove that we are professionals, that we are officers and gentlemen and ladies. Okay? We must also let people know na when they say seaman, when they say graduate ng MAAP, they will think, that's good. Mga humble yan, hindi yan hambog. Or may ibubuga yan. Okay? Hindi yung tayo mismo naghihilahan pababa. Hindi yung magkatabi tayo ngayon dyan, hindi tayo makakilos kasi we're so afraid what will my senior, what will my junior think. Hindi naman dapat ganun, di ba? If we are a family here, we are creating a home. Yun yung ginagawa natin sa society natin. So, if from the start, every one of us have got apprehensions, ganito kasi yan, ganito, we cannot move on. That one of the reasons as well that we cannot move forward, kasi every time we ask something, bakit naman ganyan? Anong mapapala ko dyan? And especially when it comes to money. We all know in the past, marami talaga nangyaring funds have been lost, funds have been wasted, gone to nowhere. So I personally, you have my word, and personally I really hate I'm not really, if something belongs to, kay Pedro, kay Juan. So, hindi talaga natin pwedeng pagsamantalahan ng iba. So, you could be sure that everything na naibayad nyo during my term is still intact. Okay? For the information of all, last year I was put into position June, that was during the alumni homecoming. July 2 days before I went on board, we opened up a bank account. If you could remember, I've posted on the Facebook who were available to go to Cavite, because I cannot afford to go to Manila. So, and it was Dax Esplago and Dax Togonon who commented, and they said they are available. So they went to Dasmariñas, Cavite, and it was also witnessed by Nico Tolentino. Then we opened a bank account. So that bank account it's a joint account for now, because we cannot open a corporate account. Why? Because it needs 50,000 pesos and it needs a proper bylaws and all, and we're still fixing that. And of course, we still do not have the 50,000 pesos. Anyhow, so temporarily we have this joint account. It's my name and either Esplago or Togonon. Esplago or Togonon cannot withdraw the account kung sila lang dalawa. It should be with my name. Okay? And of course, I cannot withdraw it without either Esplago or Togonon. So initially, when I was put into position, the money that was given to me was 9,000 pesos. And I think I've added 6,000 or 5,000, I can't remember. I just made it 15,000. So initially, we opened a bank account with 15,000 in it. And then I happened to say with Dax Rene Hadan, 2005. Sabi ko sa kanya, kakaya naman kung walang magbibigay ng ano. So, give something to because that time, we agreed, the vice presidents, we agreed, the first project was a raise to 10,000. So, the company should produce 10,000, each company. So, para meron na tayong pang-open ng corporate account, which didn't push through. So, anyhow, so, if you could remember as well, we published yung 1-month report. Just after nung maupo ako sa position, hindi na nasundan kasi wala nang activities. Wala namang feedback. Okay? So basically, it was agreed, ang initial na plano is to get 100 pesos from each one. So, nung kasama ko si Rene Hadan, sabi ko, you pay. So, he gave me $20. And pinasok ko rin yun. The rate was of course higher than kung ano man yung palitan para naman hindi tayo lugi. So, I think I've put in 800 plus katumbas nung $20. And then, the next deposits were during the collection that was held during the meeting in February this year. May mga nagbayad ng 100. I don't have the list with me, pardon me, but I remember I told Nico to post it online, but if not yet done, we'll post it. So there were some who paid $100, there were some who paid in pesos as well. So we've deposited that money into that account. So intact yun. Lahat ng pera nandun, wala pang nagagastos. Nung nag-meeting, yung food na kinain doon, it's we contributed, si Dax Esguera and myself and Dax Chavez ang ng food. Simple food naman ang ina natin. And thankfully, na-approve ni Admiral, na-approve ni Dr. Oka na tayo sa Siemens Center, kaya hindi tayo nagbayad sa venue. Okay? So basically, that's what yun yung hawak nating pera ngayon. Kaya natin hindi magawa pang makapag-start ng mga big activities, big funds. Kasi every time na pag may sinabi, do this, pay that, lahat naman tatanong, ano mapapala ko dyan? Libre ba yan? Magkano bayad sa gas, di ba? Ouch, di ba? Kasi we must remember, we entered MAAP with nothing. And now, ano na tayo? Nakakabili na tayo. We can afford to buy something. Kumbaga, nag-improve naman kahit papaano yung lives natin, di ba? Now, it's time for us to pay forward. Hindi na lang yung laging tayo nag-iisip ng, ano na naman mabibigay sa akin ng maap? Hindi na lang lagi yung pag may activity tayo, si Admiral ang nagbabayad. Okay? May mga pamilya na tayo, may mga anak na tayo, may mga sinusuportahan tayo. Ano ba naman yung, kung baga, saan ka nanggaling? Tayo, bakit? Tayo naman yung magbigay, tayo naman yung mag-pay forward. We should pay forward. Hindi naging pakabig ng pakabig. So with regards to the funds, we have decided, the board have decided, kasi ang problem dyan is, I will stop this for now because it's too long. Okay.